They say video games are art, but I don't know if there's a wrong way to consume art. I mean, for instance, movies. Every movie I've seen has only been through brief glances when I look up from my phone in the theater. And that brings us to today's topic. We're going to be talking about playing video games the wrong way. And there's pretty much infinite ways you can play games the wrong way, but I think oftentimes that is where you have the most fun. That's where the real childlike wonder and whimsy comes out. Honestly, some of my best memories as a kid come from trying to get up all the slides backwards in Mario, or trying to see how many times in a row I could lose the rival fight in Pokemon. Just stupid things. Things that the developers did not intend to be the thing that you were going to spend hours doing, but you did it anyway. There are a lot of super popular ways for you to play games wrong. I think mods are a big example of this, especially for a lot of games where mods were not something that was readily available. They were things you kind of heard about in whispers, and you had to go on shady backdoor websites. Nowadays, developers love mods. You're going to make free content for our game at no cost to us? Get in here. But I don't know if I would quite say that mods are the wrong way to play video games. One way that might be a little bit more niche of a wrong way to play games comes from the niche fighting game community. Games like Super Smash Bros. Melee have been broken down to the point where, to be honest, the developers are not very happy with the community and the way that they play their games. They have consistently frowned upon people hosting tournaments where they showcase how broken their games are. And if we want to go really deep down the broken games rabbit hole, well then we need to look no further than speedrunning. This has been something I've been a fan of for, at this point, over a decade. I've loved speedrunning since I was old enough to understand what it was. Just the concept of trying to beat a game as fast as you possibly could oftentimes showcases some really broken ways to play games. From things like the backwards long jump in Super Mario 64 to the wrong warp in Legend of Zelda, there are so many glitches and small tricks that developers did not intend for you to play their games. Now, are you enjoying the game as art when you're speedrunning? That is a very good question. And I would say no. Maybe you are appreciating it, but I don't think that you can take a game that you've never played before and really grasp the full experience if you just play it in the wrong way from the jump. Much in the way that you could watch a movie and you could list out every word in the script and then organize it alphabetically. If you've never seen the movie before, I don't know if I would say you're appreciating that movie as art. Coming up with your own objectives in games is extremely satisfying. It's some of the best joy that you can have in gaming. For instance, the clips of Minecraft that you're watching me play right now are actually me doing a challenge that I set myself out for. It's no surprise that a guy like me would enjoy things like speedrunning and playing games in the wrong way. Hell, I've spent tons of money and tons of time doing things like making one defense piers in RuneScape, just self-imposed restrictions that can add to the challenge of the game and make you play in different ways. Sure, it's nice when developers include their own restrictions, things like Ultimate Iron Man, for instance, bringing it back to RuneScape, but there is plenty of fun to be had from making your own challenges. Hell, there are even people who have made careers out of playing games the wrong way. Take somebody as simple as R. White Goose, whose whole career has been about speedrunning. But you can go a level deeper. You can go to the ROM hack community, the people who are making custom games on ancient hardware that are basically their own entire games. And to make these, you have to illegally break your game. So you're going so far to play games in the wrong way that you are going against the developer's wishes explicitly. And if we're talking about making external things to allow you to play games, well, what about the custom controller community? Things like Scuff have been around for ages, modded controllers that are slightly better for online play, but there is a large section of people who are going to try to play games with the weirdest things they can get their hands on, whether it's baby dolls that have been turned into controllers or completing Mario 64 on a freaking drum set. There's just so much stuff you can do. And if you go a level deeper, technically, if you play a game on any non-official hardware, you're playing it the wrong way. So all of the GBA for iOS people, all of the custom TikTok shop handhelds, hell, emulating on your 50-year-old laptop, yup, it is all wrong. Those are all wrong ways to play games. Now, I couldn't cover every single way that video games can be played incorrectly in this video. I just wanted to highlight some of my favorites, some of the ones that I think are the best. I think that that's really all I have to say about playing games the wrong way. Hope everybody enjoyed it. I'm sorry about my voice. I'm a little bit under the weather. It's been happening to me more and more frequently. I don't know what's up with that. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back next Monday with another upload. See ya.